Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're located on planet Earth. It is time for another PulseWave report with yours truly, Dex the Algo Capitalist, aka the Vulcan, coming to you live from PulseWaveTrading.com, home of the world famous PulseWave Price Trigger Report. Now, it is Take Back Friday. So the week is coming to a close. As you know, I typically do not put on new positions on a Friday unless I see something that's worthy of doing something. But pretty much anything that happens today will probably be erased come Sunday night into Monday morning's trading. All right, so unless you've been hiding under a rock, this week has been one for the ages. This has been a monumental week. It's been a game-changing week. It's been an epic week in every way, shape, and form. This week has been an eye-opening event for a lot of people as well, me included. I'm a little bit of a Johnny-come-lately when it comes to the whole, revolution that's taking place. For the most part, you guys know I'm an old school chap, from back in the day. So I have to make myself get a little bit acclimated to what's going on in the here and now. And only very intelligent people would do that, right? Because if you're smart, then you know that you need to get with the times and see what's really going on around here. You just can't be a dinosaur if you want to survive. If not, then you go the way of the dinosaurs. So looking into the whole Reddit movement, this revolutionary movement. And that's basically what you see happening. Last year, we had the social justice warrior and the cancel culture movement. And now it's sprung into the digital age. And now we have them taking their thing to the streets. You got Wall Street warriors. People are taking back the system, raging against the machine, against the establishment that has not cared a darn about them for decades. Wall Street has never cared about the little man, ever. It's always been about the mega rich, the super rich, the ultra rich. I gave you that example yesterday. If you had $10 million to invest, they laughed at you and said, goodbye. And they would transfer you to a stockbroker who makes $60,000 a year. He would manage your account for you. That's how they treated people, man. So if they disrespected a dude with $10 million to invest, what do you think they did to someone that got less than $10,000? Less than $1,000? How about $500? Yeah, they disrespected the little guy for decades. Okay. This is, when you think revolution, you think, knives, pitchforks, machetes, machine guns, etc. Literal blood in the street. But no, we're witnessing a different type of a revolution. We're witnessing a different type of uprising. I mean, if you think about it, what did you expect for people to really do? When last year you shut down the global economy and told people that they could not go to work. And then you took jobs away from people who wanted to go to work. Jobs that people had been holding down for years suddenly vanished into thin air. And then those people that tried to rage against the machine and said, we're going to open up our business and go to work anyway, many of them were arrested. That's right. You were told that you could not make a living under pain of arrest and physical violence. You've all seen the videos of the physical violence where the police manhandled people. So what did you expect for the people to do? Did you think they would just settle for burning down cities? No. Money is the great equalizer. You know, education may not bring people together. Information may not even bring people together. Religion may not bring people together. Love, brotherly love, will not bring people together. But you know what really brings people together? Money. Let it be announced on the mainstream media right now that $1 billion of gold is buried at such and such park under the redwood tree or whatever. And you'll have millions of people descending on that place trying to dig up the gold and be the first one to get it. Well, that's what's happened here. People have listened to the PulseWave report after all these years, after all, and they're starting to get involved into the market. Many of which are just running into their head first like a bunch of lemmings. They don't have the foggiest idea of what they're doing or what they're getting themselves into. And so they're just following the crowd, which is to be expected. You expect to have some followers, all right? And yes, in a bull market, everybody is a genius. All you have to do is buy whatever high-flying stocks are flying and you'll make money. But when the party's over and the bear market arises and wakes up from its slumber, that's what separates the men from the boys. And that's why at PulseWave Trading, we do what we do. That's why we have a webinar coming this morning at 10 o'clock. That's right, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We have our webinar. This is a very important webinar. After everything that has transpired this week, this is a webinar you do not want to miss. It is our first Q&A of the new year. You'll be able to come in there and ask your questions. Ask away. Anything you want to know, you'll be able to ask. And we will go there. We will go in. We will get in depth. And we'll break some things down for you. So just come and be prepared with plenty of questions, and we'll go in. We can talk about anything you want to talk about. You want to talk about stocks. You want to talk about stock options. You want to talk about futures. You want to talk about forex. You want to talk about crypto, whatever. You want to talk about order types. You want to talk about day trading, position trading, margin trading. What does it really mean to be naked short in positions? All that good stuff. Now, I will tell you that this week has drove me into education. I've been doing a little bit of digging, a little bit of research. And I know people don't want to give me my props, but that's okay. That's okay. Because my documentaries that I did in 2016 are coming to light. Do you recall the There Is No Collapse documentary? Do you recall the Fed versus the Bitcoin and the central banks versus the blockchain? Do you remember that? Do you recall that I told you that eventually, in the not too distant future, that the stock market was going to go the way of the crypto market? Remember when I told you about fractional shares? Remember when I told you that stocks are going to start moving and being traded just like crypto? And you might even see 8 decimal places to the right? Well, you'll be able to buy fractional shares. Or if you ain't got but $20 and Amazon is trading at $4,000, you'll be able to buy $20 worth of that $4,000 Amazon stock. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It is already in the works. The big Wall Street firms, the big wirehouses are in the process of bringing you fractional shares. I don't have enough money to put in the stock market. You got $20? Yeah. Okay, well, then instead of going out and spending $20 on a lottery ticket, why don't you take $20 and put it on GameStop this past Monday? See what would have happened. See what I mean? See what I'm saying? So that's coming. So I've been doing a little bit digging, and I haven't really. I'll be honest, I haven't really taken the time to sit down and do do too much research into the whole Robinhood phenomenon and Acorn and all that. So I said, okay, let me start looking into it this week, and I started doing a little bit of digging, and I understand more than I did now. I see why there's been a need for Robinhood and an Acorn, and that's because Wall Street has shut you out. They've shut out the little guy. Countries are made up of little people. Without little people, there's no country. Without serfs, there's no kingdom. Without peasants, there's no kingdom. All right, it's the little guy. It's the Joe Plumbers who do all the buying and selling, living and dying in said jurisdictions. Without them, there's no country, there's no city, there's no town. And they're the most disrespected people on the planet. Wall Street has shut you out. So along comes Robinhood and says, I got your back. We're going to give you access. And we're going to allow you to do fractional trading, fractional shares. And I didn't know this. I'm late to the party. I admit it. I didn't know that they are now offering crypto trading. Really? You can get into crypto? They letting you trade crypto on the Robinhood joint? Word? Okay. I see you. I see what you're doing. And I understand that now. The downside is, and I wish they had this, was the back office. If they can somehow build that, have a back office or some type of trading desk or something, that would really get the goat of the big firms. But because they don't have a back office, they don't have a trade desk, that's the thing that I think that's hurting them in certain market conditions. But I understand the platform now and the need for it and how it's really helping a lot of people. There's no account minimum. You know, at a lot of these Wall Street firms, there's account minimums. You know, 3,500, 2,500, 2,000, 10,000, 50,000 in order to open an account and start trading. Now, some say, "Oh, there's no minimum to open an account." Yeah, but that minimum kicks in if you want to start trading. So yeah, Robinhood don't have that. Acorn don't have that. I get it now. I really get it. I see what they're doing. I see what they're doing. I've been talking about it all week. I've been looking into these things, and I get it now. You know, it's sad when the little guy is whooping the big guy's butt. Right now, the nerd, the dweeb, the dorks are rising up and whooping the bullies behind. They've been doing it all week. Revenge of the nerds. Okay? I get it. So answer me this. How is a little platform like Robinhood able to offer crypto trading and TD Ameritrade and Fidelity and Interactive Brokers and all of these guys, Trade Station? How come they don't offer crypto trading? Even in a couple of coins. Why can't you get yourself a Dogecoin or Bitcoin or Ethereum or a Litecoin? What's up? So you tell me Robinhood is offering this, but the big guys don't offer this? Really? That's an embarrassment, in my opinion. That is an embarrassment. So the little guy's able to do things the big guy can't do, or should we say won't do. Now, I know that people are going to say, yeah, but Robinhood, they say they're free, but they're really not free. Of course, nothing in the world is free. They sell your information. So does the big wirehouses. Oh, you didn't know that? Oh, you didn't know the big wirehouses were selling? They've been selling your information since the 90s. Where you been at? Why do you think the big firms and the CTAs and the hedge funds have access to government reports and all the alike? Why do you think they created dark pools and all this other stuff? So they can run your stops. All right. They've been running your stops since the 90s. The big banks, the big firms, they have been running your stops since the 90s. It wasn't until my momentum trigger indicator in the PulseWave report that turned the tide and made it so that you could run their stops. See, they don't like it when people are running their stops in mass. They're like, how do they know what we're doing? We're placing orders in the dark pool. How does the little guy know what we're doing? Because of them pulse waves, baby. That's how we know what you're doing. So yeah, we could talk more about this at 10 o'clock when we start our webinar if you'd like. Anything. We're wide open. Whatever questions you have, we will break it down for you. If you want to ask anything that has to do with trading, man, you can ask us. We're here to help. Anything that will make life a little bit easier for you. All right. Now, I will say this though. Here's a warning for, the little guy who's been on, the Robinhood app, Acorn apps, whatever. Power to the people. I'm very proud and happy to see this turn of events because it needs to happen. Everybody and their mama should have a brokerage account of some sort. I don't care if you're of Interactive Brokers, TD Ameritrade, Acorn, or if you're with Robinhood. Go for it. Just understand though, you guys have limitations. Okay. There have been liquidity issues with Robinhood. That's why they had to cease trading in certain shares because people were taking unnecessary risk. And remember what I taught you last night, firms absorb that risk because at the end of the day, books must balance. Okay, so if they have to limit trading in certain things, then that's what they have to do. Okay, that's not outside of the norm. That's not something that, oh my goodness, I can't believe this is happening. No, firms have been doing it since Wall Street has been Wall Street. That is not new. I told you the first time I experienced it in my career was the week of 9/11. All right, a week after they reopened the markets, there was mad restrictions, mad trading restrictions. Nope, you can't buy this, you can't buy that. And as far as shorting, oh my goodness, do you know the government spent millions of dollars running ads telling you how unpatriotic it was to short America? Man, I lost count. They must have had a million shares. They must have had every stock on the planet on the restricted list, meaning that you could not short that stock. Your firm would not allow you to short that stock. Yes, they had those kind of restrictions. You can say that's unconstitutional. No, not really. Keep in mind, this is par for the course. I get it. I understand. I didn't like it at the time because I was ready to get my trade on, but it was like, nope, we're not allowing this and that. And what you gonna do? Say no? I'm gonna do it anyway? No, they'll cut your access off in a heartbeat. So yeah, I get it. They had to do what they had to do. It's a matter of not national security, but market stability. Now, a lot of people are going to say, well, we're doing this for the, the integrity of the markets. The markets have never had integrity. Cut it out. Markets have never had integrity. It wasn't built to have integrity. All right. There's manipulation in the markets. There always has been manipulation in the markets. The markets are managed. Make no mistake about it. Markets are managed. And to some degree, to some point, they have to be managed. All right. Not interfered with, but managed. All right. Just like I explained to you in last night's videos, how that works, what the mechanisms are for managing markets, such as putting in lock limit moves, having, raising margins, things of that nature. Okay. Those are part of the makeup of the market, and they exist, to help markets be more efficient and smooth and as free as possible. You can't have a free market 100% free in the purest sense of the definition of free market, but you can get pretty close to it. And that's something that, the exchanges always strive for is, as close to free as you can get without, government intervention. You don't want the government coming in and passing, laws, rules, and regulations. You don't need any more regulations. We have too many regulations as it is. I wish they would do away with that pattern day trade rule because that is hurting more investors than helping. Every time the government says we're going to step in and help you, it hurts. It hurts more than it helps. Run from the cure. That's what I have to say on that. We don't need more government regulation. What we need is for the manipulation And the loopholes that allow for these shenanigans to take place, those should be curbed. Like I talked about last night with position limits, things like that. That should be cured. That should be curtailed. You should not be allowed to do 150% short on a stock. All right. So position limits, I think, would cure it. You don't need a pattern day trade rule. You do not need that. There should be no account minimums and there should be no pattern day trade rule. There should be full disclosures that people have to sign off and read when they open their accounts. And if they understand the risk and they understand that markets just don't go up, they can go down. They usually go down faster than they go up. There's risk of loss, all of that. Disclosures should be there. People should know what they're getting into, and that it's not a casino. If you want a casino, go to Nevada, all right, or Atlantic City, because the stock market is not a casino. Now, something else I want to bring to your attention. See, this is why you need the pulse waves. On the Bitcoin Futures Composite Index last night, I issued a rally alert in the PulseWave reports. Gave you a rally alert. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Bitcoin right now, as we speak, is up 5,780 points. That's $5,780. Man, you should see the ticker on GameStop right now. Now, if you're looking at GameStop, you're looking at the ticker right now. That's what the markets used to look like in the 90s, and that was all the markets, equities, futures, the NASDAQ, the Dow. The ticker used to move like they're jumping and skipping all over the place, just like that. The volatility was insane. The NASDAQ would have a 200-point average daily range, and it would go up and down the range several times during the day. Same thing with the Dow futures. Yes, it was insane. The Globex trading mechanism was overloaded on a regular. Yes, glitches in the machine. It's just how it is. I mean, what do you expect, ladies and gentlemen? This is a good point, though. I think I'm going to use GameStop in the live stream today. When we do the when we go live at 10 o'clock, then it'll probably be between 10 and 10:15. I think I'm gonna use GameStop as an example in one of the trading strategies that we talk about in our Learning Academy. Yeah, I think this is a perfect demonstration of that and why I have you to learn to enter and exit the market a certain way. And I think you're gonna really appreciate why I teach you to do things a certain way. I think you're really going to finally see what I've been talking about all these years, and you're going to really be able to appreciate it, I think, a lot better when you see what's what. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to showing you this example and how it would benefit you tremendously. Yeah, GameStop is all over the place, man. That stock is crazy. It just dropped $50. Now it's at 354. It was over 400 just a second ago. Now there we go. Looks like they've halted trading in it. Hold on. I think trading has halted. Hold on. Yeah, I think they just halted trading, guys, in GameStop. Yep. Okay, GameStop is halted. Yeah, bid ask. It looks like it's halted, man. We're gonna see. Yeah, this is crazy, man. This is why we get in these markets, though. This is what we do. This is how we roll, you guys. This is why we do it. And it's funny that everyone's talking about GameStop right now, but I was the only dude talking about GBTC. and how it, was tracking pretty well with Bitcoin back in the day. Not so much now, but back in the day it did. It was way wilder than GameStop. It was way wilder than GameStop. GameStop, what's happening GameStop over the last few days, cannot wave a stick at GBTC when it debuted. It cannot wave a stick at it. I watched GBTC trade all the way up to over $3,000 a share and then drop all the way down to the single digits. I seen GBTC move 700 points, $700 a day on average. And they crying about GameStop? Nah. GBTC is in the Hall of Fame as far as market movement. I've never seen a stock move like GBTC. It was insane. Now it's, a lame duck. It's all quiet, chilling in the cut. It's only up $3.94 this morning, while Bitcoin futures is up over 5,000. It is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. You can't make this stuff up, man. You can't make this stuff up. It is what it is. So we're going to see what's up. I know we got some really good questions that people have already submitted for the live, so that's going to be really good. I want to give out a special shout out this morning to my man Spoon up in the live chat, my moderator Spoon. Thank you, Spoon. You've been doing an excellent job. My hat's off to you. Also, I want to give a special shout out to my moderator in the trading room, PreMarket, man. You've been on point. You've been on game. I thank you. I appreciate you, brother. Also, my technical support guru, my man Duck, in the trading room. I appreciate you, man. You've always been there when I need you on technical support stuff. Would not be possible without you, my man. I appreciate you. So just want to give shouts out also to my partner Frank, and the wonderful cat lady Jen. Man, none of this would be possible without you guys. It's amazing work, your work of passion, and I'm thankful for you guys as well. And also to all of our post waivers, thank you, because you're the reason why I do this. Before Robinhood, there was me trying to help the little guy. So this is why we do it, to help as many people become financially free and independent and not having to rely on government handouts. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this so I can start getting ready for the live. But definitely, you don't want to miss it. You do not want to miss it at 10 o'clock, between 10 and 10:15. I think the thing has already been put up, pending. I think we're gonna be live on YouTube. I don't know. I normally don't even look at those things. I just say, tell me when you need me to be ready to go, and then I just go. All right, so yeah, I think it will be live though. All right, man. So everyone that's going to be attending, I'll see you over there. Everyone else, have a wonderful weekend. Remember, this is Take Back Friday. Okay, you tend to get a little bit of volatility. Market's going to move around. Your trading range for the day is established in the first hour of trading. So by 10:30 Eastern Standard Time, for the most part, the trading range will be established, and then the market will just ebb and flow within the range for the rest of the day. That has been the historical norm. It doesn't mean that that's going to hold true every Friday. It's just that is basically the nature of how the market normally moves. Just saying. Okay. So with that being said, I will holler at you guys later. Also, keep in mind that a weekend for crypto is different than a Friday for equities, futures, and forex. Equities, futures, and forex will close today by 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, between 5 and 5:30. Not all futures go off the board at 5 o'clock. Some 5:15, some 5:30. All right, so crypto, as you know, trades through the weekend. So a Friday for crypto starts at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Thursday night and runs until 6 p.m. Eastern Standard New York time, Sunday evening. Okay. That is a Friday for crypto. I did not make that up. That is the way the global crypto markets work. That's how they designed it. Don't get mad at me. That's just how it is. All right. So keep that in mind as you're moving forward. All right. Be safe out there, man. Use stops. Pop your way through these trades. If you're playing with the house's money, don't get too greedy. All right. And make that money. Remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. And I am out. Peace. Smash that like button.